back with part 11. Yeah, let's go into these side quests, fuck it.
You rabbit!
Excuse me?
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Oh, bark.
The insolence. Someone needs to learn to break his slaves.
Wonder if that'll go away now. No, it still lets me do it, okay.
You're late.
Just
What
curious.
kept you?
Late for what?
Did they well, don't just stand there
Aye,
All right. Where is he?
My, he's over that way.
The coast, yes. Oh, your son dies. Can I let them die? That's
For
a
someone
shame.
whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores. I think she's lost.
I can't promise I'll...
She has beautiful white hair. She likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. Why should I help you?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe.
Chloe, is it? Oh, last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that what she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's...
She's not dead. She's a rock.
She's dead.
That, the crystal's curse, that's just how she died. And now she's gone forever.
Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Yeah, that was pretty deep.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
There, boy! Stay down! Get him, boy!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Go kill your father.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
I'll put it into it.
You, Brandy, come here this instant. How
kill you.
dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your work. You are the entertainment.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Get.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
There's never really any good news in this game, is there? Like, nah, nothing good's happened, like.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Yes.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
If that worked out alright, I'm happy
You
with
don't
that
have to.
outcome.
Take
Yeah,
it.
apart from the two dead people, but
You never know.
the two dead are dead.
Our
I don't
paths
care
may
what they
cross
like.
again.
He
Till
deserves
then.
to die. Till then. Did you get me? Doggo. Yeah.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Oi, don't touch anything. Good riddance.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Are you Bertrand? The Dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the Dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but...
My thanks.
Not at all. I would be sure and tell her, won't you? There are...
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward love.
It smells of death here, Torgor. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
And there is the comb.
So it is you. Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new brand.
If it was...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Not to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Okay. Got a good total.
You like that, don't you?
Maybe the music code. Okay.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Is it back door?
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport.
Glass gate. No, we do not have that.
That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
Yeah.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Nope.
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. That'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash, and once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
So we're really gonna do it. Okay. We're sitting at 31 minutes. You'll all be disappointed if I go and do some side quests. Would you? I could mop it all up. Sorry. But start next episode will be epic. And plus I like all the XP I can. How do I tell how much XP I've got? Here we go. Can we get to 23 before we head?
The tavern. It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but...
All right.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too far. They looked a nasty bunch, though. We...
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Sickle trouble. That's enough.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is! The hero of the Golden Stables!
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got...
I'll take that. I'll just do that. I'll get the next stuff for you. I don't like that. Nah, I don't know if I'm going to get that. It's a 23 like. Unless there's some missions that I do it.
There he is, the man of the hour.
There may actually be two in Lost Wing. Can't mind. Yeah, there is two, see?
Oh, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance.
It depends.
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get...
They're probably
You're probably right. So, will you have a word?
I can...
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything...
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his door?
How did the grocer know his daughter was...
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
There'll be none.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep on, you You'll find bread and wine on the counter. If you need more, just say the word.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this'll be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see? That bearer spoke to a master.
What manner of place is this?
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
What happens to us now?
Do it so he brings back out. Either way. Am I going the right place?
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, if you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wings Pride.
And you need someone to solve your...
I do indeed. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of... And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for... You look like you can handle that, please. Rid us of the...
All right. I'll see to it.
Pest control.
Thank you.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Sick of Torgal! Get him! There, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy!
Just chaos, man. Nah, I'm well not gonna level up.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quinton's man know.
No, definitely. I'm not gonna level up. Ooh, nah, well.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing
How did the grocer? I've heard this so many times.
Those wasps won't be interfering with you.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton.
Reward? I would agree.
Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
Two? I'll take the two. And the rest raised. No, no. You're not gonna give me two? Oh, 16, man. Right. Let's see what these are over here, but... Away.
We're counting on you. You and Jill both.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Take a seat, Clive.
All right. Quick look.
Always something in there.
Okay, cool. Right. So, yeah.
Clive, was
Gonna
it?
call it there. Yeah, it was Clive. But thank you. Stay tuned for part 12, I think. I don't know.